Just a few minutes too late, I slipped on my words. Regrets in the dark, sharper than swords. Pouring out vodka, drowning out shame.
Burning bridges and building trust. A sober conversation.
Welcome to Absolutely Focused Radio. We're so glad you're joining us today for a special Talk to Me Tuesday bonus clip. We're diving into a quick chat about how alcohol can sometimes lead to saying things we regret and how that relates to building trust. We'll be exploring this topic with my Sobriety Crew, Jane Marie, Daniel Nelson, Chucky Chip, and Marcus the Motivator. Chucky Chip will also be sharing some of the latest tech that can help with navigating these situations. Let's get right into it.
So, we've all been there, right? Where you say something you regret, especially after a few drinks. It's like you get this temporary superpower, and suddenly you're burning bridges, left and right.
Daniel's right. Studies show that alcohol impairs judgment and increases impulsivity. It's a recipe for saying things you'll regret later. Alcohol acts as a depressant, slowing down communication between nerve cells in the brain. This affects areas like the prefrontal cortex, which controls decision-making and social behavior. It's why people might become overly emotional, aggressive, or say things they wouldn't normally say when sober.
That's why it's so important to be mindful of your words, even when you're feeling confident. As Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
On the tech side, there are some great apps that can help with communication. For example, Headspace can help you practice mindfulness and stay present in the moment. Calm has guided meditations and sleep stories to help you manage stress.
Building trust takes time and effort, but it's so worth it. When you have strong, trusting relationships, you can weather any storm.
Research shows that trust is essential for effective communication. When people trust each other, they're more likely to be open, honest, and collaborative.
Remember, trust is a two-way street. You have to be willing to give trust to receive it. As Stephen Covey said, trust is the glue of life. It's the most essential ingredient in effective communication. It's the foundational principle that holds all relationships.
Now, let's talk about something that often goes hand in hand with addiction and strained relationships: depression. It's a serious condition that can make it even harder to rebuild those bridges.
Studies show that people struggling with addiction are at a much higher risk of also experiencing depression. It's a complex issue, but there's help available.
If you're struggling with depression, please know that you're not alone. Reach out for support. As Helen Keller said, keep your face to the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you.
There are some great online resources and support groups that can help. The Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance and the National Alliance on Mental Illness are good places to start.
So, how do we rebuild those bridges after they've been burned? It starts with taking responsibility for your actions and apologizing sincerely.
Studies show that honesty and vulnerability are key to rebuilding trust. It's also important to be patient and give the other person time to heal.
Remember, forgiveness isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about choosing to move forward. As Desmond Tutu said, forgiveness says you are given another chance to make a new beginning.
There are also some great resources available to help with sobriety and maintaining healthy relationships. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism has a wealth of information and support groups.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Absolutely Focused Radio Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are those of the speakers and do not constitute professional advice. Please consult with a qualified healthcare professional for any health concerns or before making any decisions related to your health or treatment.
Just a few minutes too late, I slipped on my words. Regrets in the dark, sharper than swords. Pouring out vodka, drowning out shame. But I'm raising a bottle to own up to blame. This ain't no game, it's a lesson to learn. With every wrong turn, see the bridges I burn.